Hey guys, today I want to talk about one of the easiest to play Zeratul builds that is also one of the more effective builds in the game. So it's effective for several reasons. One, because it just does a lot of things, but two, because you end up getting the Void Prism and you don't need to rely on Might of the Nerazim, which means that you can Void Prism and get your team available for a nice combo. So this build is based off of his Q ability, which is his cleave. It does AoE damage to everyone around you. You increase the radius of his cleave, you increase the damage of his cleave, and everything else. Yeah, overall, it's all about just hopping in, getting a little bit of damage in, and then hopping out. And you get most of your utility when you hit level 7, and you get Wormhole, and you can jump back out. So you jump in, Q, auto attack, jump out. And you can actually do quite a bit of damage without needing to worry about taking a lot of damage. So in the beginning, I usually just start off. I like getting a little bit of value off, getting some W's, getting some auto attacks. But we will probably want to just soak. I'll get bottom with Jaina probably, and let me just get down there. I got demounted. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna clear this a little bit. I don't think I want to give Abathur too much experience, but it's gonna get pushed over there anyways. We got Sonya top versus Falstad, which is pretty good for us. They both do pretty decently, but Sonya can really bully if she can just land one spear. I can get out healed from, and another thing you can do is like you can use your Vorpal blade to hop back in. For example, you could like jump in, you could auto Q, and then you could jump out with Wormhole, and then you could jump back in with Vorpal blade when it's safe again. You get a lot of free damage. Normally, you're going to want to be rotating a little bit. And in this case, because it's such a large map, I'm not going to be rotating too much, and I want to wait till I get a few more abilities. I'm not jumping in and doing damage to Diablo only because he has ways to get around me. So, for example, I could jump back in, I could auto him, and then I could just walk out, and it's because of this Vorpal blade. So you'll be able to really be able to jump in and out of fights really quickly and quite often. I'm just going to see if I could burn any more of these, if there's any more in these bushes. No, there's not. Alright, we going in. But another thing about him is, like, he's not so much about the stealth anymore. Like, people can see you, so... oh, missed that. So it's not like you're going to get very much value off of that. Alright, so then you get Rending Cleave. It does 40% more damage, but it's over 3 seconds. So this allows you to get a lot of wave clear, too. So you can get a lot of damage on him, and then you can see the damage over time that's just procking up a little bit at a time. And it's just kind of nice to get a lot of just quick damage off. But you got to be a little careful about some of this. I'm going to just... I might... I have to hit a fountain. And I should be able to go in and kill this Diablo. Oop, I missed something. Nice. Okay. So can I get out alive? I just need to avoid any of Abathur's mines. And I know if I would walk up this direction, I'd hit a mine. So I'm just going to full back. We already got 2 of the nukes, so it's good for us at the moment. Now, we're going to probably just try to join our team. If ETC could stall for a second, I could get down here and I could join him, which it looks like he might be able to. So I'll do my best to get down to him in time. And then level 7, I hit Wormhole, and you can see how easy the trades become when I get Wormhole. And when I say trade, I just mean like short fights. Alrighty. And there we go. So yeah, this is Zeratul. I mean, he's just pretty solid, honestly. Like, and once you get the a lot of his potential is at level 10 and learning how to use a good Void Prism. And I'll kind of show you the times when I like using it, but it's a lot of preference. Everyone has their own ways of using their Void Prisms, and it's whatever. But yeah, I get Wormhole. Just makes it to where you can easily jump in, get damage off, and jump out. For example, if I wanted to do it right here, I could go like that, and I could jump out before the Abathur got his W off. But, you know, I might go for that. You can see you can just get a good chunk of damage off, and it's really, really safe. So I like this build a lot. It's just really fun. For example, boom, jump out before he gets any damage, and I get the damage over time. And I can do this every like 7 seconds. Oh, it's 10 seconds for the blink, I guess. Should I hit a fountain? Nah. And you can also do this to get globes and get damage off. So I was able to grab the globe and get a good chunk of his health off. And this works really well in fights too, because people get really distracted with everything that's going on, and it's really easy to jump in and out of these fights. I'm still soaking this. Looks like ETC's hanging out. Maybe ETC can... He's going to jump in from the back. Well, down the tower. I could have used Wormhole and saved myself from one tower shot, but it's cool. We could maybe go in for something here. They have an ABBA. We have 2 people. I'm not really sure if we can get a kill here. Now, we do have a Brightwing, though. Ooh, I'm a little too far. Oh, but is he going? Nice. We got one. And I'm just going to jump out. Make sure that he can't get a kill on me. Nice. So, yeah, it's a really easy build to play. It's all about just jumping in, getting value, jumping out. His W, you can see he got 1 proc of his W off, and that was all he could get on me. It's awesome. I love this build. It's a lot of fun. And it's so easy to play. And I could use Void Prism and go for 1 more auto attack. My worry is that I would die. And while I could Void Prism, what I could probably do is I could have used Vorpal Blade to get to the Falstad. And then I could have auto attack killed him and then Void Prismed the fort, so I didn't take any tower shots. But it would have been a huge commitment for 1 kill, and I personally didn't think it was worth it. And again, quickly jump in, clear out a wave, jump out. Look at that damage over time. It's so nice. So let's see. He can deal with this Stukov. There's 1 person beneath me. Yeah, let's see if I could join him. Nice. I'm going to just grab this bomb. Actually, Brightwing can grab the bomb. And I can go jump on this Stukov, maybe. Oh, that's risky. Does he really want to do that? I don't want to do that right now. I'm so low. I do have Fountain. Alright, pretty good. I'm gonna just back. Wait, we can kill bottom. Maybe we should kill this thing. I don't know why he got this monstrosity thing, but we'll burn it down pretty quick. I just gotta back up, and I can always just void back on it. Yep. I don't want to get a fountain. I can save the fountain for if we want to try to do a boss or something with it. So I haven't used any void prisons yet. It's a little weird with an ABBA because you don't really want to set up too many like weird fights, but it's nice with like Jaina. So if I find myself near Jaina a lot, we can get a lot of value off of it. Against their team, I think that the periodic spell armor would be the best, but we'll see. I'm actually just gonna push bot hard, I think, because we're already losing the fight, and I was too far away to assist the team. So I'm just gonna push hard bot, see what I can do. One thing that you can do here is, if you want to, you can go stealth and you can walk past towers. Oh, never mind. Normally you can. Maybe that was changed. I haven't played Zeratul that much since this changes, but okay, I'm going to try to help. No, they're already like fighting. They're already done. By the time I get up there, it'd be way too late. So I'm just going to get on this fort really quick, get us a lot of value off of that, and we can worry about top lane and the nukes later. Because all that nukes are really going to get is a fort anyways, so if I could get a fort without a nuke, it doesn't really matter. Alrighty. Can I get this camp? Oh, they're going to see me if I go for this camp. I'll just go mid lane then. I'm going to double soak, try to get us closer to 16. They want me to kill that Abba? Where did Sukov go? Where did Sukov go? Ooh. I'm just gonna back out. I can always jump back in. Ooh, I'm silenced. Jaina is going in pretty crazy.
Prepare for warhead deployment.
Oh, I tried to get my E. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, my E was on cooldown still. I should have just walked out of it, but I was like, I don't need to walk out of it. I have my E. But yeah, when you start getting into the later game, it gets really important for you to utilize your Void Prison, something that I'm not doing, but I really should be. We keep trying to fight in these awkward fights, and I need to be with the team. But I feel like every time that we're fighting, I'm so far away from the team that by the time I could try to assist, like even here, there's no way I could get over there. So at this point, and even mid, like I can't get to mid in time either. Now what I might be able to do is I might be able to Void Prism and grab the nuke, but I don't know. Yeah, I can't even get to this Falstad in time. You do get the bonus cleave damage on multiple enemies.
Work order complete. Warheads fully deployed.
I'm just going to get a fountain because it's going to be destroyed. And I need to wait. I want to fight an actual team fight. I don't want to keep fighting in these clustered trickle-in problem things. So I'm just going to wait. Now what I can do is with Jaina showing up, she has Ring of Frost. So what I can do is this. And we can wait, and we can reposition, and we can get on the people we need to get onto. For example, like look at that. Stukov goes down. See how awesome that is? Oh, my E timed out. But normally what you want to do with Void Prism is exactly that, but ETC wasn't there. Sonya walked away, but normally, and it's not their fault, they had something else that they were focused on, and that's perfectly fine. But normally what you want to do when you get in those situations is when you get a good Void Prism, everyone surrounds it, everyone picks the target that they want to take out, and you just drop them. You don't need to combo with Ring, and that's another thing that was kind of a mistake. We're not in voice chat or anything, but I could have said, hey, I'll get a Void, and then Jaina could have done her Ring of Frost. And if Jaina would have done her Ring of Frost... Excuse me. If Jaina would have done a Ring of Frost, then we would have rooted all of them, and we could have killed them all in the root. Something that a little bit of communication would have gone a long way. And that could be my fault, too. I could have pinged my Void Prism. Because, I mean, I had it. I could have just been like, ping this, and then Jaina might not have used her Ring of Frost. So, or I could just type it. I could be like, hey, next one, I Void, then we Ring. I can get vision in here. The problem that I have, I need to go around the side because in that bush there's guaranteed. Like, we need to be able to fight him, but yeah, this was really bad. I was going to use a Void. I just wanted our team to be there first. Everyone was waiting for something to happen, but we didn't have a tank to have something happen.
Assigning warheads for deployment. Calculating completion.
This is pretty good for us. It was a 1 for 2. I think I held him off long enough to where we did get this, but it was really awkward. I don't think they're going to be able to kill him because he can jump over. Oh, did he already use his jump? I think he already used his jump. They should be able to kill these. His jump should be down. Oh, don't kill the tank.
Enemy nuke
Abba's taking a nuke, which means that he's probably going to go top with this. Can I get up top fast enough? If I could Void Prison the Abba while he's nuking, then I can grab the nuke from him. No, I don't have enough time, but at least I can get a kill. I can't use my, Cool, okay. Well, at least I got him. I could have tried to Void Prism, but you can only do it during the cast time. If you do it right after the cast time, then the Void Prism doesn't go off. Or, sorry, the Void Prism goes off, but the nuke still goes off, so you didn't actually interrupt anything. So you can see I tried to do it. Wait, really? Sure.
Warhead collection complete. Preparing for next prime.
We're committing really hard to this. In this particular build, there's another thing that's really awesome about this build, and it's that you hit this really strong power spike at 20, where you can out-heal a lot of the damage that's dealt. Do we really want to go for a boss here? I guess it doesn't hurt. We'll hit 20 because the camp should down a tower. So, sure. And we have Void. They didn't get Gust, so it should be pretty good for us. So what you get at level 20 is Shadow Mending, and it heals you based off of 75% of the health you do, or damage you do. And this works really well because your Q is going to hit these huge groups of people. Can I get him here? Ooh, sneaky. Okay. So you can see I got a Void Prism off, we followed up with a ring, and I got the big heals right there. So I can probably still get out of this, which is good. And I can jump back in. Boom, got him. And so I'm getting a ton of healing. Now I want to stay next to this Brightwing for a little while so I can get my healing or my health back. And I'll use my nuke to finish off everyone. But you can see that was healing on just one person. But if I use my abilities on like 5 people, imagine that healing, because I'm healing for 300 right now. Imagine that healing like times 5. So you can really just drop things when you get the, like you drop things with your talents and then you heal yourself so much. So it's just a really, really powerful build. I really love it. You get a lot of value off of your abilities, and it's easy to play. So I would really recommend trying out this build. It's essentially Q talents. You get Wormhole, and it's good to go. Feel free to toss a subscribe, a like, whatever, and I'll cover the build one more time, I believe. So the talents that I got was the Greater Cleave, increases your cleave radius, the cleave damage over time, which synergizes well with the bonus spell damage, or the healing from the spell damage, I mean. Wormhole, so you can jump in, get a Q, jump out. Then Void Prism, it not only synergizes well if you have someone like a Jaina, but even if you don't have a Jaina, you can still activate it, lock down 2 people, surround them, and then burst them really quickly. Spell Shield, which I got it this game just because I was taking a lot of spell damage with the Lightning Breath and the Falstad's abilities. But you don't always need to go that one. Void Slash, which does 50% more damage and lowers the cooldown of your Q if you hit more than 1 person, which means that if I was to hit 2 people, I would be getting more Qs off over and over and over and healing more and more and more and dealing more and more damage. And level 20, you're pretty much unkillable because you can just keep healing through all the damage of the enemies, especially if they're clustered up, you're almost unkillable. All in all, the biggest thing to practice on this game is, with this build, is to jump in, get Qs off, and then jump out. That's the first thing to practice. The next thing to practice is using Void Prisms that are actually going to help your team. Activating it in the middle of a fight is a little too scary because you might mitigate the damage that your team is doing. But if you activate it to initiate on a fight or activate it to get out of a fight, it can be a very powerful tool. Saying that, yeah, definitely try out this build. It's a really fun build. One of my favorite builds to play, especially on Zeratul. And if you liked the video, toss comments below. If you like all of my videos, feel free to subscribe. Thank you.